I'm Brianna Wardle with Black Pine Real Estate at Boise Premier, and this is Judah, the owner of Johnny Bronx Pizza. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm married, 2 kids, this business, and moved back up here 4 years ago now. So, and that's really all there is to it. A simple man.
Are you from here?
So no, I'm not. My wife is. I moved up here. Well, I went to Idaho State in 2008 and 9, and then moved up here right after that, and then lived here for 4 years, and then we moved away for a little bit, and this brought us back here.
That's awesome. Well, why did you want to start a pizza company?
A phone call. It wasn't even I didn't really have a drive or desire, I would say, to do food or anything like that. But my partner called me and was like, hey, you want to open a pizza shop? And I was like, a what? And then I think the idea that really got me started on it was, he was like, I want to do drive-through. And I was like, okay, that's unique. That's something that's not being done, So that's really what kind of drew me to the idea, and talked to my wife, and she said, if this is what you want to do, let's do it. And we were about to buy a house in Arizona, decided not to, and moved up here like 2 months after that phone call. So that's kind of where it all started.
That's awesome. So what year did you open this?
Let's see. Today's actually our second year anniversary. So it's our birthday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's your birthday.
Yeah. So 2018.
Awesome. So you have a partner in the business then, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome.
I do.
What's their name?
Matt.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that, or I would have asked him to join us.
That's
today,
okay. He's busy. He's kind of like my back-end guy. Him and my wife handle a lot of our payroll stuff, any, pricing stuff, and he's developing apps and things like that for us. So he does all the stuff that they can't do here, and I get to run the show and hang out with all the kids here. So
nice. Why did he come up with the drive-through idea? Do you know?
Because he's a genius. He is always thinking about the most random, weirdest things ever, and it was kind of just one of those ideas, I think, that popped in his head, and he knew that me and him have done other things in the past, and we've been good friends for 13 years now, and he was like, okay, if anyone's going to do it with me, you're the only person that's crazy enough to do something that you've never done. So that was kind of so that was it.
You guys do delivery as well?
We do. So our delivery right now is fulfilled through either Uber Eats or through our website, but DoorDash is who actually fulfills our delivery service through that. So eventually we'd like to maybe go to, our own cars and doing our own deliveries, but right now we get to deal with that. So
yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Why did you guys choose out here in Meridian?
So I think it was a little bit of luck, and then also the fact that this lot sat vacant for a really long time because it was so small. And I mean, you think about a lot being this size, coffee shop, something like that. And with Dutch, nobody really wants to come that close, right? So that was kind of, we realized that we wanted something small, that we could knock out stuff and be able to still compete with the drive-through, but on a small scale. Now we've realized that we'd maybe like it a little wider and a little longer, but initially we were like, oh, it's small, this can be perfect. And I think that's really all it was the fact that this had set for so long, and it was a good opportunity for us to kind of jump on it. Whereas a lot of other places, the property is very big. So then you kind of have to adjust to that, where this gave us kind of a footprint to build off of.
Well, and like you and I were talking earlier, it's such a busy and developing area in Meridian, and so I think it's a really great location for you, so that's awesome. Do you guys plan on opening more locations?
That's always in the works. We're always thinking about that. Matt and I are always, bouncing around to all over the valley, anywhere we can, to look at spots and locations. And I think right now it's just finding that perfect spot. We knew when we found this was like, okay, this is the one. And we haven't had that feeling yet about a second location, but it's definitely, we're ready to do something. We just don't know when or where that's going to be yet.
Yeah,
so.
Just when the time comes and it feels right.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome. How many employees do you guys have working for you?
Oh, I was trying to count earlier. I think it's close to it's like 18 or 19, somewhere around there.
Oh, okay.
So it's a good little crew. A lot of them, high school students, part-time. And then I have a good crew that's full-time workers too, that, this is their main source of income. So we've gotten very lucky with the employees that we have too. They've all been great, and they've adapted well to the craziness and stuff like that. So it's been fun. You know, we learned a lot in the beginning with, you know, the first round of crew we had, and then we've been able to kind of mimic that. So when new people come in, it's a much easier transition now with them.
That's awesome. What do you enjoy most about owning Johnny Bronx?
I would say more than anything, it's probably just the entrepreneurship thing. You know, being your own boss, as crazy as it is, and as many headaches that you get. I think it is. It's, you don't have anyone, you know, that you're entitled to, you know, be under their control. You know, you get to run things, and you get to deal with all the aches and the pains, and grow and learn from it, and become, you know, and grow as not only, you know, a business, but as a owner, and realize things that you have to change or work on. So I think that's kind of the joy of it.
Yeah, for sure. Always a fun part of owning a business.
Yeah.
All of the headaches and learning.
Yeah. My wife and I always joke, we're like, you know, maybe it would be easier if I worked for someone. I'm like, yeah, but now that I have this taste of, you know, entrepreneurship, I don't know if I would ever want to go back to that unless I had to. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so I checked out your menu, and I see that you have subs and pasta. What is your favorite thing on the menu?
Well, it's such a small menu, but we really tried to dial in the menu items that they were so good that, you know, people would like whatever they had. But for me, our pepperoni sausage mushroom slice is probably one of my favorite. Mac and cheese, and then our meatball subs. Those are like my three things that...
Those all sound amazing.
Well, we make our mac and cheese fresh every day. It's made with heavy cream, 2 types of cheeses, so it's not bagged or anything like that. So we put a lot of love into that.
Super healthy.
Yes,
but probably
yes.
delicious.
Yeah. It's I wouldn't recommend it every day, but it's good.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to introduce the business and just go over everything. And now we are going to go enjoy some pizza.